Hi, I'm Dr. Nieman with Neighborhood Vets Mobile Care. We're a house call exclusive practice here in the Overland Park vicinity. And we get a lot of questions about new puppies in our practice. And so we've made a list of those questions, and my assistant Joan is going to ask the questions, and I'm going to try and give you the best answer I can.
So, Dr. Nieman, how will proper puppy care impact the life of my dog?
Well, what you do with your puppy when the puppy is young is going to have a long term effect for your dog as he grows up into an adult and into his senior years. So, socialization occurs starting on the 7th week and it goes until the 17th week, and then it's over. And so, what you do during that 10-week period is really important in the life of your dog and your family.
Why is it important to start good puppy care on day one?
um, just for the reasons that I just um, told you. Well, what we do with puppies while they're young affects them their whole life. Sometimes they can't be changed. So it's hard to treat it. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
How soon should I bring my puppy in to see a veterinarian for their first exam?
It needs to be just as soon as possible because what you're doing with your puppy from day one is really critical. Where he sleeps, what he eats, what you say to him, how he goes outside, how the family interacts with him. All of those are really important, and they start at day one. And your veterinarian is the guy who's been trained to help you do that.
What are the most common health problems in puppies?
Well, I think vomiting and diarrhea are the most common, um, but anything that's just unusual in their behavior, a lack of eating, limping. Um, they sometimes get over rambunctious and get injured, and dietary indiscretion is the number one cause of puppies coming to see the vet.
What are some signs and symptoms of illness in your puppy?
Well, like I just said, vomiting and diarrhea are the most common, but limping or drinking excessive amounts of water or not drinking water or failing to eat or um, having any kind of straining or discomfort or not sleeping well, all of those are important.
What are the signs of a healthy, thriving puppy?
Well, in veterinary medicine, we call it bright, alert, and responsive. But for you, what that means is that your puppy is playful, that he sleeps. Puppies sleep a lot, and they should sleep soundly, and and uh, and they need to go out on a regular, frequent basis, and and they need to be hungry enough to clean up meals when you feed them.
When should I start training my puppy?
Um, well, we recommend that you start on day one. And in our practice, when we see a puppy's first visit, we have a special document that prints out for each and every client that is about socialization and getting started with house training, and that needs to start on day one.
What will my vet be looking for when first examining my puppy?
Your veterinarian's going to do a complete physical exam, so from tip of the tail to tip of the nose. He's going to look at your puppy's eyes, his facial expression. He's going to look down the ears with an otoscope. He's going to look at his teeth that are starting to come and in the back of his throat. He's going to feel his lymph nodes. He's going to palpate his liver and his kidneys, his spleen and his colon and his abdominal cavity, and look under his tail and watch how he walks and maintains his gait.
So, Dr. Nieman, what vaccinations does my puppy need?
Your puppy needs core vaccinations. So in our practice, that's a combination distemper parvo vaccination, Bordetella, and rabies vaccines. Um, so those are the ones that every puppy needs. And puppies start on vaccinations somewhere between 7 weeks, and as soon as they get to the vet, and they get boosters every 3 to 4 weeks to maintain immunity, but that usually ends at 14 to 16 weeks of age.
How often does my puppy need to go to the veterinarian for puppy vaccinations?
Well, I think I just answered that one. Every 3 to 4 weeks until they're 14 to 16 weeks of age.
Are there any risks associated with vaccinations?
Oh, sure. There's risks with everything we do, but because these vaccines that we're using nowadays are so scientifically formulated, reactions to vaccines are usually minimal, but a fever and pain at the injection site are the most common side effects to getting vaccinations in puppies.
Does my puppy need vaccinations even if I keep them inside?
Oh, for sure. If you keep your dog inside, he rarely ever gets exposed to any of those contagious and infectious diseases. So booster vaccinations every 3 or 4 weeks are really important. And when he's an adult, yearly vaccinations are critical for that house dog.
What if I miss one of my puppy's vaccinations?
No problem. The fact that you've recognized that you missed it is the most important part, and you just need to get on the phone or get on your computer and schedule with your veterinarian for the next available visit. And if you have other questions about taking care of your puppy, I've been doing this for 48 years, and you can give us a call here at Neighborhood Vets Mobile Care, and we'll answer your questions.